The third quarter is almost all concert band oriented. There aren't any basketball games by the time third quarter starts. We will have a few guard programs, we'll have some jazz band programs. We'll be able to send some of these other ensembles into the community at various functions where they get to play and show off what they can learn, or just because they like to do it. We get a lot of call from civic organizations, churches, businesses, and so on for small groups, so they get performance to play.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Anytime there's a new building on campus that opens, it's a performance opportunity. We go out as the marching band, we go as the pep band, and we'll play for the opening of that building. It's sort of tradition now that when a building opens, the band will be there. Several of us with random songs that we'll play that really don't have anything to do with a building opening, but sound good to everybody else.
Last year, our band performed, including athletic events, about 110 performances. Now, every band student is not involved in all of those, but there are quite a few. And all of the extra performances are when you are available. If you're not available, we won't expect you to be there.
Varsity Village, of which we're a part, is obviously crucial. I think in the future we'll see the band being able to branch out and play for more sporting events, which I think is great PR for us. It gives us, alternative practice space, places for sectionals if need be. Hopefully we'll be able to use O-Varsity Way as our new place to do uniform inspection, right between the trees. Great photo op. And of course, the new Lindner Center, the museum inside, there are obviously several pictures that harken to the band's past. High School Band Day, area high schools all around. They've got some pictures of some kids up there. So, we're definitely part and parcel of the whole package. So it's definitely been good for us.
We have an elected band council. That was an outgrowth of several years of our band where they had no band director. The band did function for a while without a director, so they came up with this governmental system of like the president and the vice president. And a lot of kids are used to the band council setup. They pretty much organize and run and maintain most of the social aspects of the band. They'll help with the banquets, the nights out, the evenings, the parties, who's going to feed who to when, and so on. It's more social than it is operational now, although in the band council or from that organization, we will get things like the equipment manager, the band room manager, the music librarians, the uniform people. Unlike a high school band where we have adults do those functions, our students are mature enough that they can handle those operations themselves within reason. And so they become the volunteers, which is how they learn to take the responsibility for some of the other jobs.
So internally, we have lots of ways for people to get to know each other. That's the big thing in the beginning, is building that whole family experience. And anything that's sanctioned by any of the organizations is always a really great time. For example, the Sax Luau, which is tons of fun. Who would have thought that a slip and slide could, make 22-year-olds or 19-year-olds or however the heck old you are act like a complete idiot.
There are other ways you can interact with the band as well. A lot of times they'll have social gatherings and they'll actually announce it at the end of rehearsal. Things such as going to Newport to see the movies, going on a ski trip, Reds game, or just going out to eat like at V-Dubs is one of the hot spots. So there's plenty of opportunity and everyone is more than welcome, even the color guard.
There are some things like sports nights, and you get to play video games, go watch football games like Monday Night Football, and there's always a lot of parties going on. And they're not like the big frat parties where everybody gets drunk and everything like that. They're just good-natured parties that, don't have that kind of stuff. My first year in band was really fun, and it was pretty loud. Like going into rookie day, that's all I remember is listening to the band, and everything was just 20 times louder than ever we had in high school. And it was really fun. People here made it fun. Coming in, you were greeted by Mike Morgan and crazy people like that went out of their way to make fools of themselves in front of you. It was also nice having a band buddy, because you could talk to them and get to know kind of what the band was about instead of just sitting there like a little freshman, shy and everything like that.
My first year in guard was definitely an interesting experience. I found color guard to be much more fun and lively in college. Performing was much more fun. And at the same time, it was slightly more laid back than in high school. It wasn't highly competitive in nature, but we still did really neat performances, really neat work that I had never learned before, different styles and so on, and much more opportunities like the Winter Guard and the small ensembles to do here.
A year as a whole, like in marching season, it was totally amazing because we did 2 shows for the season, and getting to know everybody and interact with the entire band was the most awesome thing I did freshman year. I mean, everybody in band is like my friend, everyone. It's like one giant party, I guess you could say.
Our band is for everybody. I like to tease and say it's a smart kids band. We have a real high grade point average. Most of the kids we get are really, really dedicated. We don't get a lot of head cases in that there's no one forced to join our band. There is no music requirement to be in our band, and that actually works out quite well. We have sufficient supply of students to do the job that's expected of us at the college level. It's big, it's strong, it's competent.
It's a great way to go on with your marching band and all other aspects of band and guard experiences. You're able to focus on your major and work and so on the rest of your life, but still enjoy these activities you had all throughout high school.
I think one thing that was very noticeable from the first day that I got here was the upperclassmen really lending a hand and taking care of the freshmen coming in the door, and giving them the courage and the know-how what needs to happen at a given time. So I think you know, you get a step ahead of 95% of the freshmen coming in the door, because you got an immediate group of people that are willing to do whatever they need to do to help you.
We have people here from all walks of life who somehow manage to have a good, positive experience. And when they leave here, they remember the experiences that they had, and they take that into society and become good contributing members. If every organization and every activity could give that information to their kids, that would really, truly be amazing. It's one of those very unique experiences that I think you can only get through a band experience, whether it's in high school or college or whatever.
It's a good time. There is work connected with it. I would never tell a new student that it's not going to be hard. Parts of it will be demanding, but it doesn't necessarily have to consume a lot of time, and you don't have to be a great player. You do have to be a competent player. What we don't have is a rational space for beginners. You need experience to come into this or most any other college band. But it is a lot of fun. It's a secure place to be in a large university. You're well taken care of. You're pretty well protected by the other band kids. And you'll fit in and you'll get a good support team for your college education. We recognize the fact that most of our kids, all of them, are here for a specific reason, to study something, to be a graduate, to be a contributor to society. Band is something they can do along the way that will help them and support them. No one's going to major in band. We recognize that. So we're pretty cognizant of what scheduling we need to do to make that happen.
Join the band. Edit that.